Hey guys, it's Ask Question 4, and I'm here with a new video. And this one is actually a tutorial. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video, but yeah, it's a tutorial on how to create your own custom. Most anybody can do, honestly. And today I'm going to be customizing Gohan to make him into a non-Super Saiyan Gohan, and maybe I'm changing a little bit on him, you know. And yeah, so I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to do this. Okay, so let's start. First thing I'm going to do is soften up the figure, and why I'm going to do this is because I'm going to remove the cape. So I'm going to need to I don't need the cape, so I'm just going to cut it off him. But if some of you would like to keep the cape, then what you would do is boil him in hot water and wait till he softens up. Then you could just pop off the head and take out the cape, and I'll pop the head back in. That's what you guys can do if you want to keep the cape, but I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to have to do is, of course, put Gohan in the pot, just any small pot, you know, and then I'm going to fill him up with water. So I'll fill it up. And you do it until where you see he's completely underwater, you know, filled up to there. And then I'm going to place him on the stove. Yes, on the stove. And I'm going to put it on high, because when I put it on high, it goes a lot faster. Wow, why does it look like this color on camera? That's so weird. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to put them on high because it boils a lot faster. And you just wait. There's not really a certain time limit, but you wait until you see the water boiling. So you wait there until then, and then you check the figure every now and then, see if it's soft enough for you to remove the cape or cut it off, whichever. Okay, so it's been boiling for about 6 minutes. You can see how hard it is right here. So you gotta be careful when you take them out. So you need a pair of tongs to take them out. Watch out, you don't want to burn yourself. Okay, carefully take them out. Put them on a towel. Now you check how soft he is, and look, let me demonstrate. I don't want to burn myself, so I'm gonna have to dry him up a little bit. So now you can see how flexible he all is. He's all rubbery and stuff. Look at him. He's just all soft and everything. Plastic gets like that. But I don't know if the cape is actually soft enough at the moment. So I'm just gonna keep him in there for a little bit longer. So if you see that it's not soft enough for you to work on, then of course you leave him there for a longer time, which I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I just took him out for the second time. He's a lot more flexible, as you can see. Yeah, he's really just like a rubber right now. So I think it's good for me to cut the cape now. And I'm just going to use any regular scissors, honestly. That's how I did it last time. So, take a look. Well, so what I'm pretty much going to do is let me dry the cape. I don't want to burn myself with some water. So, just cut away, since I don't really need the cape at all. See, it's actually so easy to cut through now, because it's really, okay, I got that part off. Let me get this part off. Part's annoying to get off. So it's a lot flexible. Oh, see, look at his legs. They just go so anyways, yeah. Okay, cutting through it. Come on. Sorry if you can't see because my hand is blocking, but I have to get this off. What a pain. There we go. Got it off. You can see? Just got it off. So now, he's a Gohan without his cape. Also, you know how he's all rubbery right now? When you let him sit for a little bit, he'll go back to normal. He'll be his solid self, not all rubbery like he is now. So just let him cool down for a little bit, he'll go back to normal. Next up, there's just the paint you need to use for the figure. The paint. I'm going to use this one, and it's acrylic paint, and it's hard to really see the writing, but it says acrylic paint. So you can get this kind of paint at Michael's or AC Moore, you know, the typical arts and crafts store. And most of my paints are Apple Barrel, the brand. It's Apple Barrel, by the way, because they're really cheap and they work good, you know, on custom figures. They don't peel off or anything. Another thing, a tip for the people that want to make a custom figure, every now and then you might need to repaint them a little bit because, I don't know, sometimes the paint maybe can start chipping off after a while. After a while it actually does that. Mine really haven't done that much, but sometimes, you know, the paint can't come off, so it's better to do to repaint them every now and then, or just use a lot of layers when you do paint a figure. So anyways, yeah, this is the brand that I usually get, Apple Barrel. They're cheap, and you can just get them at any arts and crafts store. As for the brushes, I don't use anything fancy, any like cheap brushes you can find. That's what I use. I mean, I guess if you want better quality, you can buy the more expensive ones, but honestly, you really don't need them. And of course, you need to know which kind of brushes to use when you're doing certain types of like painting jobs. Like if you want little details, you'd have to use a really thin brush, you know, like for the eyes or the eyebrows. So of course you have to know what sizes of brushes. I mean, a more thicker brush like this one you can use like for the hair, you know. You don't need such a thin brush. This is the clay that I use for all my customs pretty much. It's called Sculpty, and they have it in different colors, and you can get it at any arts and crafts store, which I go to Michael's, but yeah, you can get it anywhere, any arts and crafts store, and it works very well. And what you do, like when you apply it to harden it, what I do, it says bake, but I never bake. I always boil the figure, just like how you get it soft, it gets the clay hard, which is funny. It's like the opposite with the clay, and yeah, with the plastic. But yeah, that's all to it. And it's really easy to sculpt with this anyways. So yeah, this is what I use, Sculpty. Sorry about the noise, guys, it's kind of raining here. So anyways, you start painting, and you have to make sure you stay inside, you know, the yellow. I mean, it's a pretty simple process. Of course, you have to use more than one layer, because then like, you can see the yellow peeking in through the black. Well, I guess you should just start doing the eyes and the eyebrows, because they're a lot harder to do. Okay, so you have to be pretty careful when you do this, because then when you mess up, you know, it's kind of annoying. You have to like do it really carefully. See that? Very carefully, like how I'm doing it. Because then it'll go out and then it'll just look like a mess. You have to make sure the brush is all pointed too. And point it more, because if not. Okay. You have to lightly dab it with the paint, because yeah, it's going to be all messed up if you don't. I hate doing the pupil. I got it a little bit, but can't really do this much on camera, but you can see that you just have to be really careful with that, with the eyebrow. See? Just be patient with it.